Oh, morning, Nick. It's the disruption to local people and to businesses is immeasurable. I was told last night by Westminster City Council that last time XR were here for 2 weeks, they cleared 120 tons of rubbish left behind, and that added £50,000 to their costs. And this is local people's council tax. And I want to point out first and foremost, Nick, that obviously Westminster and the City of London are considered very wealthy areas, but I want to remind people listening that actually it's not all about wealth. There are major areas of deprivation in this central London. 25% of homes are social rented, and the wealthy who do live here have gone for the summer. So it's those who live here permanently who can't escape, who are living with this so-called beautiful chaos. And I can't tell you the number of calls and emails and letters I've had over the last couple of days from really worried local people who are putting up with this. It's just gone too far.
Do you have any support for XR?
I think we all understand. I think nobody denies we are in a climate emergency. And I also don't think we can deny that this government is probably the most progressive green government we've ever had.
Well, they'd argue you're not. They'd say, because I had one of them on. Sorry to interrupt you, Nickie, but they would say we want you to come to the table because you're not doing enough about halting fossil fuel production.
This government has made tackling climate change a priority, and it may not be as quick as XR wish, but life is never as simple as we want it to be. We've got to bring the people with us and ensure that the great British public do their bit. We've all got to do our bit. But if we act like we are doing, that XR are doing now, I think it's putting people off the cause, and it's going to have the reverse, which concerns me because we have got to work together. But Nick, also, your reporter has just said there's 20 police officers hanging around Piccadilly Circus at the moment. The police resources going in to policing this protest the next fortnight is shocking. And at the same time, our neighbourhoods are, not seeing their local police officers because they are in central London.
And lastly on this, many would say that the disruption and a lot of those costs and the disruption is because the police don't take a firmer hand. With fewer blokes and women, if you actually were more proactive, you could probably control the city better. Would you agree?
Well, I've spoken to the senior police officers last night who are managing this, and they are being much more robust than previously, which I absolutely welcome. But the problem is XR, as your reporter just said, doesn't communicate with the police, so they are having to second guess. I also think, just finally, if they're going to the City of London next, I think it's really important to point out the City of London is leading the world on green finance. It is trying to ensure that we get green technology into this country and across the world. It is financing it. So it's quite ironic that they are going to be targeting the City of London, which is trying to do as much as it can to tackle climate change.